Hey guys, how you doing again? I'm Chris Rohde from National RV Detroit in Belleville, Michigan. Telephone number 734-439-3400. Give us a call if you need RV or just have an RV question. We'll be there for you. I'm going to do a walk around in this 29 MV by Jayco. Like I said in every video I always like to start at the front. Makes it a lot easier. Some things I say that's common sense that isn't common, right, or common sense. So the engine compartment up front here on Class C's, 95% of the time your battery's going to be in the front for your chassis. So your front battery for your engine compartment for starting your engine is in the front. You got your oil dipstick, transmission dipstick, and your oil dipstick's always down on Fords. So it's always down and to the left on the Ford chassis. And on Chevys it's on the right hand side. But up here, so it's there. Pretty common stuff, right? You got your oil, get your oil changed every 3,500 miles, just like everything else, and keep it clean. Moving around to the door side, just be cautious of your cameras. You got cameras in your mirrors. You want to keep them clean. And you can also, when you park, if you're going to park it on the street, or anytime you park it where it's going to be close quarters, I recommend fold the mirrors in. Jayco puts a shock on the door because of where the awning's at. So a lot of people think, oh, I can just pop the shock off and let the door go because I want it to go all the way open. Don't do that, because then what will happen is the door will get caught up on the awning arm there. So I'll show you where the button's at in a second, but I'm just going to take the awning out real quick. Oh, they do it real nice. They put it down for you. So that way you can stand outside and actually watch the awning. That's nice. And then they put the LED light button next to it. Which will be in the two. So you can face the light at the ground if you like to, face it at the RV, makes it nice and convenient. Now on this particular awning, I'm going to cover it really quick. I'm real short, I can't reach it. You have adjustments. So if you push in on these right here and pull down on the arm, it'll adjust the awning down if you like. It's designed, we got some pretty good wind gusts right here. You can see it kind of moving the awning a little bit. It's designed to take these gusts of wind so it doesn't damage or hurt the awning. So if a gallon of water builds up on top of the awning, it'll automatically dump it. So you don't have to worry about pitching it. You can pitch it if you want to. And on this awning, and only this awning, when you can adjust this, it is safe to retract it if you adjust it down. So if you adjust this down one portion and leave that one okay, it is okay to retract the awning. Okay? Got some storage. I like that the door is fold down and they put this little cable on here to support the door so they're just not dangling. And then on most Jaycos, they put the propane peg on the door side. So just remember when you're going to get filled up on propane that it's on your passenger side, okay? And then they give you your fuel indicator for your LP. Remember, it'll never say full. It usually gets to about 80%, okay, when you get it filled. There's a little bit of air inside the tank there. So this is where you get it filled at. So lefty loosey, righty tighty, you always want to turn it on by using this valve here, okay? Jayco puts out marine grade outdoor speakers, and you have an indoor speaker and outdoor speaker button on the inside, and I'll show you that when we get inside. Getting a little fancier, you got a hot water tank. This is the plug for it. We usually leave it off when it's winterized. This is where it goes. Nothing really for you to do in here other than when you're draining it, and you want to drain it every time you're done camping. So for safety reasons, you want to release the pressure in the tank by releasing on this pressure release valve. Some water, and if it's hot, be cautious of that. It tells you that it gets hot. And then release the pressure, then remove the plug. And then put the plug back on, and you're ready for your next camping trip. And while I'm standing here, the exhaust for the furnace is pretty darn hot. So we got the furnace going, and I always say in all my videos that if you're ever curious if your furnace lit, come outside and do this safely, and if it's warm, you know your furnace lit, because it takes a little while for it to get warm inside. But if you want to know if it's lit, come outside and do this and you'll know it's lit. And just a little tip, light your oven burners first, bleeding out all the air to the coach for the LP line so you can light all your appliances safely. Access panel to the back of your refrigerator. You got your inner and outer tires right here. Exhaust for the RV. Some more storage. Your other outside speaker. And then again some more storage. And then remember, some of your storage compartments have some of these lights inside, so you can turn them on and off. Moving around to the rear. Ladder. 300-pound weight limit. And it's very important that you get up on your roof and check your seals at least 3 times a year. You want to get up there at least 3 times a year checking your caulking, making sure, especially if it's going to be stored outside. You want to get up there and check it. This hitch tows 3,500 pounds, so remember that. And it's equipped with a 7-way and a 4 flat for your smaller stuff like jet skis. So anything you're going to tow with brakes, you're going to have a 7-way. If you're towing something that weighs under 2,000 pounds in the state of Michigan, doesn't require brakes, or at least surge brakes. So you have a 4 flat for that left turn, right turn, and running. Backup camera, it's right underneath the little light bar there. They do it kind of a little fancy. You got low point drain right here. It comes with the little dump hose we give you, and then you get your 30 amp to 15 amp reducer. Okay. And then if you look up inside here, I'll briefly go through it, and you can look it up online, and I'll kind of explain a little bit. But these two little guys right here, they're valves behind this panel, are going to operate what you want to do. Sanitize your tank, sanitize and winterize, normal, country fill, city tank fill, and city fill. So if you have it on the city water, that's basically city water, right? So you're going to hook your hose up to your city water connection, and you want to have it on 2 and 6. That's putting water to your sink, shower, and toilet. If you want to use your water pump, you're going to do the city fill tank, and then that'll force fill your freshwater tank using your pump. Now that's where the valves are at, but the hookups are back here. So this is for your city water connection. So you're going to hook your water hose to this. Then you're going to go back there and tell your coach what you want to do. Your city water, your fresh water, like if you're boondocking, if you're winterizing, if you're going to sanitize the tank, and then you're going to put those valves in the position that you're doing, okay? And if you have any questions, give us a call. This is your black water tank flush. So you only want to hook up to this when you're dumping your black water tank, okay? So that's important. So I'll show you real quick. Your gray water has a gray handle, and your black water has a black handle, and they label it. Jayco does a good job. So gray water, that's sink and shower water, and black water. Quick tip, just make sure you put your dump chemicals down your toilet, letting it break down the waste, okay? And you want to let the chemicals sit down in the toilet, breaking down the waste while you're camping. You never want to pull your black water and say, oh, I got a full hookup site, and just let it run. You don't want to do that. You want to let it fill up, okay, till it's either full or you're going home. That's when you're going to unhook your city water, hook it to your black water tank flush, pull your black water, and clean it out. Moving on, you got your fuel tanks on your driver's side, so just remember it's on the rear driver's side. I got the slides in right now to make it more convenient for us on this side. You got your outside shower, and then again, city water connection, black water tank flush, some more storage, and then this is your power cord, okay? It's a 30 amp power cord. It's about 20 feet long, and then they got your satellite hookup and cable hookup and some outlets. Real nice and convenient. That's your storage. I'm gonna hold this one up and I'll explain this one really quick, because you got an inside button and you got an outside button. So going real quick, make it real easy. Every generator has a breaker. The breaker's right here. So if that breaker trips, even if the generator's running, it won't put in 110 into your coach. So you always want to make sure that that's forward. Your pickup line is 3/4 of the tank of your, so let's say you filled your gas tank up, okay? And the pickup line for your generator is right about there. So it's going to give you, so once the generator sucks it dry, you have this amount of fuel to get to a gas station, okay? To get enough, to get gas, to get somewhere safe. So every time you fill up, you always want to make sure you prime your generator, and you can do this inside also, but I'm going to show you right here because the lights are here. You'll hold the button down, red light will come on, it'll make a click. Hopefully you can hear that on their camera, and then you can go ahead and start it up. Put it back on. I'll start it on the inside for us, because this has a transfer switch built into it, so while we're plugged in, it's safe to start the generator. And then you'll hear your microwave kick and come on. That's how you know you have 110 coming from your generator. I'll do this real quick. You got your emergency start button. It's right there to the left of your steering column. That allows you, if you have a dead chassis battery or a dead house battery, to hold that button down to either start your generator or start your chassis, start the engine, or have the lights come on the coach side by jumping the battery with that button. Then your hood release is on the right here on the side, and then always remember your parking brake, and then your parking brake release is right here. I'm going to set it so I can show you how to use your jacks. Welcome in. First thing I'm going to do, since I'm down here, awning button that I was scrambling for, it's right always down here. They make it nice. Sometimes they put it up, sometimes it's down. So in this case, it's down here. Makes it nice because you can watch it. So I'm going to turn on your auto leveling. One touch auto leveling, okay? So in this case, the key has to be in the ignition or forward at least, or you can have it running. But it at least has to be forward, okay? Or you won't get any power. I prefer it to be running myself because the alternator's running and it's giving you more power. This would be draining power. So either way, either forward in accessories or start the engine. It'll tell you on here, low power, not enough power. So then now it powers up. This red light bouncing, indicating that you're on level on that side, okay? So all you're going to do, and make sure everybody's safe inside. Most people, if you read the owner's manual, it tells everybody to get out and have your slides out, and then you can hit your auto level button. Then when it's working, the green light will come on in the center. Once it goes solid green, that means you're level. And as the jacks start to deploy, you'll start to see that they're moving and that we're more on level spots. And then this will go solid green in the center, and then usually says level successful or successful level in the center also when it's level. Read your owner's manuals, download the LCI app, go on your phone if you have Android or Apple, and you can download the LCI app, and it'll give you a lot of owner's manuals on everything, 90% of what's in here. So auto level, extending right, it's even telling you what jack's actually jumping up. Now it's searching to see if it's level. It's tightening up a little bit. While we're waiting for that, this is your LP detector and CO detector. It's hardwired into the RV, so it will drain your battery. So make sure that you hit your battery disconnect switch, which is right here, killing all the power to the RV. Auto level success, and then it's solid green in the center. So now you can walk around, there'll be no wobbling. Really cool for your customers. There is manual modes you can put it into. That's why I'm telling you, read your owner's manuals. I'm going to just retract the jacks. Since we're done, you're just going to walk up, hit retract, hold it and press it. You'll feel it release, and they're just all going down, letting you know. And when that red light comes off, you'll know they're completely up. Okay? So battery disconnect switch, that kills all the power to the RV. This turns on your awning lights. This is inside and outside speakers, and then your LP detector and CO detector. And then your house batteries are always under the steps on this Class C. I'll show you right there. That's your battery for your coach for the house. Now we're going to put the slide back out. Oh, engine's running. If you don't mind killing it for me. You always want to make sure that your driver's seat is forward and the key's out of the ignition, or the slides will not operate. Kind of a safety feature for you. Some manufacturers do it a little different. That's the front slide. This is your rear slide. Underneath the bed, while I'm doing this, just letting you know that underneath the bed, you can access your outside storage on your driver's side rear storage compartment. So if you want to put something in there, you want to grab from the inside, you can by lifting up your bed. So that moves your slides in and out. This is your tank heaters if you're going to winter camp at all. This turns on your water pump. This turns on your electric tank, your hot water tank on gas. This turns on your electric hot water tank on electric. Okay, it's lit. I can hear it running. If you run both of them, you get 21 gallons of hot water recovery per hour. If you run it just on electric, it's 6.2 gallons of water. If you're running on gas, it's 11.7 gallons of water per hour. So it's more efficient if you can run it on both. Your generator hour button, it's very important that you change your generator oil your first 50 hours, then every 100 hours after that. Okay? So you want to run your generator for at least an hour every month under a load. Again, hold it in the stop position. You don't have to do this every time. I'm just going to show you. Red light comes on, light goes off. You can start the generator. Once you get 110, the generator, you'll hear a beep and you'll see your microwave flashing. Okay. This RV is equipped with a power management system. I'm going to walk over there real quick, then I'm going to come back to the inverter. So just briefly going to explain what this does. So your power control system, we're plugged into 30 amps, so I can select 30 amps. So if you wanted to go to 20 amps, if you wanted to go to 15 amps, so if you're plugged in at home and you want your RV to work for you, meaning, so if you go over 15 amps, it'll actually start shutting down appliances. So you can hit water heater shed, refrigerator shed, AC shed, front AC shed. You get the idea. It's letting us know that 6 amps are being drawn right now. I got the furnace on. So it's a really nice power control system. Read your owner's manuals, go through that. But remember, if you select 15 amps and you're plugged into 30 and you're wondering why stuff isn't working, it's because you're on 15 amps. You want to be on 30 amps when you're plugged into 30 amps, so that way you can utilize the whole RV. Okay? And then, real quick, I'll touch on the inverter. So you have a converter charger, which we're plugged into, and it's converting 110 to 12 volts, so you can use your lights, your furnace, your hot water tank, and all that stuff. The inverter, right here, we'll hear it beep. I don't know if you heard it on the camera, but it does beep, and you know your inverter's on. It's drawing 12 volt battery power and turning it into 110. I did a little demonstration earlier. Your TVs come on, so you can watch TV going down the road if you wanted to in the bedroom safely without having to turn a generator on. And then these are just some light switches. Your step in and out button, and then your light switches. I'll light your top burner real quick. This is your igniter. You always turn it to the flame. Give it a kick. Light your burner for you. In the 1 position, you get these fancy blue lights, right? In the 0, it's off. In the 2 position, it's the fancy lights and an oven light. And then this piezo Also lights your oven, okay? So just gonna explain it really quick. You turn it to the flame, push in, that's allowing gas to get to the thermocoupler, then you give it a kick, and then it lights the pilot in the oven. Once the pilot's lit, wait a couple seconds, and then turn it up. And then it'll light your oven for you. Microwave light and fan button are on the microwave, so I just want to point that out. If you're looking for the light switch, there it is. Your thermostat for your air conditioner and your furnace. This is your mode button. These arrows are for up and down. This is a RV refrigerator. So right now it's on auto is where you want to leave it. So if you hit the mode button, we're going to put it on auto. It's on 110. That's what that plug means. That plug's indicating that you're plugged in and it's running off 110. If I was to go outside and kick your cord out or unplug it for any reason, it would automatically switch over to gas, all on its own. But if you select gas or select just AC, meaning 110, it's only going to run on that element, so it will not switch. You have to see that A. So make sure you always leave it on that A, and that's letting you know that you're on auto. And then this is your temperature gauge, this little temperature thing here. These little snowflakes, little cute snowflakes, so you can turn your refrigerator all the way up. Very nice, very fancy. Your return for your furnace is underneath the oven here. There's no registers in the floor, which is awesome, so you don't have a bunch of sand and dirt and grime gathering in there. The heat blows from the floor, and the air conditioner blows from the vents up here and from your quick cools, okay? Here's what I was talking about, access to your rear storage. They give you a little kickstand. If you want to utilize it, you can utilize that kickstand, and then it gives you access to your fuses and breakers. So Jayco puts your 110 breakers right here, and then your 12-volt fuses are behind this little panel here. I don't know if I'm able to do it with my nail, but your 12-volt push fuses are behind this panel. You have a little, if you don't mind coming in here, Mike, just real quick. You have if you want to pull the slide in or out from here, you can, and they give you that little panel up there to move your vent in your bedroom. So if you want to lift this vent, it's electrically, so you'll use that remote to move this vent fan in and out. Go peek in the bathroom real quick. Your shower's separate. A lot of people like the split bath, because with the split bath, somebody can be taking a shower and somebody can use the restroom. So there's that, and then there's your fan button and then light button, okay? And then that turns your hall light on and off. Well guys, I appreciate it. I'm Chris Rohde from National RV Detroit. Thanks for watching.